position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to the home of the Utah Utes, Rice-Eccles Stadium in Salt Lake City. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Auburn Tigers, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Utah Utes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Auburn will kick it off to get things started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Quarterback making checks. Wants to go up top on first down. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. And the Utes want to crank the tempo.
What a great play by one of their biggest playmakers in the D-line. I can say this personally. I got my first start in college at Jordan-Hare Stadium. It was brutal. I think about it and I get...
Oh, he found a space on the right. He's at the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Utes. He got loose and it was lights out after that.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Looks like a penalty on the kickoff as the ball goes out of bounds. The offense will have to use position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to the home of the Utah Utes, Rice-Eccles Stadium in Salt Lake City. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Auburn Tigers, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Utah Utes. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Great job there by the receiving team, right? You got your opponent here on the road. You're not caught off guard on the opening kick of the game. You're able to fall on it, and now your offense has the ball in great field position. You have got to make them pay for that gamble.
This offense has it with really good field position. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch! Touchdown, Utah! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch it.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They're going to throw it to start the drive. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Leaves it with the back. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
You know, in the SEC, you're going to have to run the football if you're going to win games. And you can go on and on talking about great Auburn running backs back in the day, but right here, right now, if this team's going to win an SEC championship, they need to force-feed this guy the football and let him go to work.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Jefferson. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
And listen, you get zone coverage and you can hit that curl route and he comes open continually. Keep hitting it. This might be a play to come back to.
The Tigers are on the move. Looking downfield on first down. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all...
Entering settings screen, you have 29 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected. Menu narration option is set to off.
Eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle, and you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
Here comes the offense on second down. They go to the draw. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line after he picked up 4.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Looking to throw for it. Makes the grab. Looks as if Auburn will have enough for the first down. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on third and short.
Lost a throw on first down. He's got an open man. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense first and goal from the 7.
Need to do a better job as a defender tackling the catch. On the curl route, he had a chance to break on the ball, get the receiver down, couldn't do it, and as a result, they give up an explosive play.
Now on first and goal as they try to answer that opener with a touchdown of their own. They'll try to get it in with the run.
You got to have that defense.
Entering settings screen, you have 29 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected. Narration volume set to 100.
Go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
These fans raising the volume on second and goal. Wants to go up top. Going for 6. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on second down. You're likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing it.
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout.
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He might want another play. Zings it complete to the right. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure it to first down.
And that's why for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
To the air on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. Makes the catch. It's Fisher.
All right, defense, you know coming into this game you're playing a fast quarterback. You know it's not going to be easy getting him on the ground. You got to start thinking about how you're pass rushing. Rushing right up the middle and allowing him to get outside, it's going to be a tough task.
The Utes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. Grab near the sticks. It's high. Turning it on. What a play there. He rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. From the gun, looking for a man. Rushes on him. Going to try to get it himself. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Both teams made no secret they wanted to target their big play receivers, and they've done just that in the first. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. Quarterback may change this route. Oops, someone moved just a bit early, and the offense is going to pick up a penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Sends it back in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. Back open in the middle. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. And the Utes will hustle to the line.
Okay, ready?
On third and long, try to convert through the air. He's got it on the move. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be first and goal from the 1. Up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Missouri just wrapped up 4 quarters worth of dominance on its way to victory. And that's really the standard there in Columbia. That's a tremendous fan base, and they'll enjoy this one all week. Each week in the SEC, the tests are just so tough, and we found that out today again, guys, with another good team taking one on the chin.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Wants to go up top on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Fires into traffic. Intercepted. Got some room to run. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. Behind the chains now on second and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Lets it go to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Utah!
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together.
There he goes. He has the first and still on his feet. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making him run to guys, and get him on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
The Tigers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Quick completion on the out route. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. New set of downs after the completion.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell he extends for the ball, but Great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
Fires to the wideout. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unloads to the wideout. And they can't make the connection on 4th down, and they'll turn it over.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab on the left. At the 45 on his way. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
They'll send the back in motion. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. The Utes want to pick up the tempo. Wants to adjust the pattern. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Throws to the wideout. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Got room on the return. He's at the 40.
And that is elite 3rd down defense. First of all, you get him in 3rd and long, and then you look to the go-to guy. Jesse, I am committing my resources to him because I know he's a freak, and I know you as a quarterback, you're trying to find that dude.
Yeah, and it's hard, 3rd in California, to convert that. Doesn't matter how good your receiver is, and this dude's obviously one of the best in the country, but the defense, they were all over it, they were ready for it, and they get the big pick.
Trying to beat him to the corner on the right. Defense just going after him. They stop him for a loss of 6.
Well, the defense ran a long way that time in pursuit, but they were able to make the tackle for a big loss, and they've got to get lined up right away because the offense is going quickly.
Oh, they're after him. A strike downfield.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The mighty Utah student section alive and bringing the noise on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. And the Tigers looking to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Might be changing the route. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Working that left side now. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Throwing right. Complete downfield. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. Here comes the offense on 1st down. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this 1st down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Motion from the back. The offense changing the play. To the air on 2nd down. Finds his man. Not just hard-nosed running, that's cement-nosed running as he gets it to the 25.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the Utes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Got his man quickly. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the 2nd quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
Handoff from the gun. Jukes his way for more. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can pick up the 1st without... Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. An impressive 66-yard touchdown drive. and they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Offense bringing in the big boys, heavy personnel. They'll go to the ground. In a world of trouble from the start, and a massive loss on that play. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They give it to him again. He's in open space downfield. Turning it on. Out of bounds at the 17. Big pickup there, not only in yardage, but it gives him some breathing room. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Utes will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So here comes the Auburn offense. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And
going to take a shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And that's a really good job by this defense being dialed in. You got a big lead. You know exactly what's coming. This offense is going to have to make some explosive plays down the field. They were ready, they were disciplined, and made a good play on the football.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. Auburn to the line in a hurry.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Quickly complete. Still on his feet at the 45. Touchdown, Auburn. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. When that receiver got 3, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Pac-12 teams colliding today in a huge matchup, and now it's a final. Texas A&M overcame a sloppy start and just put the finishing touches on a notable road win. And to pick yourself up and dust yourself off away from College Station, these Aggies got to be thrilled with this result. This game may or may not impact the college football playoff, fellas, but it's bound to shake up the Pac-12 standings.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. It's complete to the left. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Gets it to him on the screen. Oh, he's got some space. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
up now. Here's 2nd and long. Wants to throw again. Here's the pressure. Grabbed in the middle. It's high. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And the Utes really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Finding open areas. Turning on the Jets. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. The Utes, after exploding for that huge run, back to work.
I think one of the hardest places to move the football on the field is right outside that fringe area. Now the offense gets to skip that area because it was a great job by this running back making something happen, getting the ball all the way down the field, now set up on 1st and goal.
Nobody open, he just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Utes! They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Using his feet to buy time. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this 1st down.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. He got a hand on it and deflected it, but probably just got a bruise off that missile and gave up the completion.
Yeah, not used to handling the revolutions on that football. QB zipped it in there. Nice job getting the deflection, getting your hand on the football. That's what you're supposed to do, find the football, but the offense got the break and got the completion.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He unleashes a long one. And it's incomplete after taking a shot. 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Working the big fella downfield and outside. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Moving out of the pocket. He'll pull it down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And finally, Hopefully the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions. You've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
They'll move the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
On that 3rd down, they took a shot in the end zone, just couldn't connect. QB and receiver not on the same page, and now it's decision time if you're the head coach on 4th.
Three straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. Gets the back moving. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field, because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
Now he'll fire back into the middle. He holds it in, and nobody's close. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Utah!
One of the things I love about this quarterback, David, is that he keeps his eyes downfield when he gets outside the pocket. He might have had an opportunity to take off running with that, but he knew he had an opportunity for an even bigger play. And how about the run after the catch?
And that's great. You love that about the quarterbacks, but it's so frustrating when you got a guy that just breaks the contain of the pocket, breaks down your defense. Now you got to cover longer in the back end, and you can tell he comes free, he sees him, catches it, and walks right into the end zone.
And now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Wide receiver going in motion. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He wants to take the top off. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up.
Well, I always say this, when you're backed up on offense, those are some of the best opportunities to take deep shots. In all likelihood, the defense is expecting run. You're going to try and buy yourself a little bit of real estate, so they're playing press man coverage, and that's when you want to take advantage of that coverage. But the defense doing a really good job on the back end that time, being in position, forcing the incomplete.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the 2nd level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
Need 10 yards on this third down, and they're backed up inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the right. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
Offense couldn't get anything going in rhythm there. They're just trying to give themselves some space and couldn't come up with a completion on third down. Looks like they're going to be punting.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Auburn.
Fourth down and 10, and barely a thought of kicking it. They'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it. First down and more. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
They're working that left side.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close, and when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them, and guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Got the first down, looking for more. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
That is how it's done on third down and short. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the first down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's second and long here. Looking to fire. Going over the top. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Denying a big play on the final snap of the third quarter. Fourth quarter is coming up. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. So we open the final period with a third down play. Here we go. Off the play fake. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Another incompletion on third down.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Stands in and takes the hit. And he throws another interception, his third one of the night.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Making side adjustments here. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the youth headed quickly to the line.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
He'll try to do it himself. He'll be run out of bounds right at the 25.
And that's a really good job by this defense, because remember, when the quarterback runs, now you got an extra blocker, because he's not just handing it off and standing there, and they still did a good job at the point of attack, kind of strung it along and made him run out of bounds.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Utes! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the Oak.
And the returner will be brought down.
And the Auburn offense will take over. First and 10.
So here comes the Auburn offense. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy and you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
Suddenly, after that last big play, they're on the move. First and 10 from the 44. Looking downfield on first down. Quickly to the tight end. Ball is loose. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. They drag him down pretty quickly, but the defense forced a big turnover.
You've got to have better ball security on offense. The football possession, that is priceless. Losing possession, turning the ball over, that kills you in games, that loses games, and that is a bad, bad play at a bad time.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. He'll start this drive firing. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Second down, he'll throw it. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going for it all. Intercepted for the 11th time. Takes it the other way. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
Obviously, this game hasn't gone the way they would have liked, but coaches are always looking for positive moments and things that you can build on. How about that young man going out, getting an interception? Yeah, they're being blown out. They're probably not going to win this football game, but that is the type of play that as a coaching staff you can build on for next week's game.
Little over anxious out of the stands early, and it's a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Snap in the shotgun. Looking to buy time. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
Back to pass on second down. Just about had another one picked off. They have been way too reckless with the football, throwing it away 3 times already.
At this point in the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job?
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They just keep firing. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
It'll be 3rd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. It's on target and complete. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Quarterback making adjustments. Off the play fake on 1st down. Turning and firing back to the right. That's risky. Makes a grab on the shot. Touchdown, Utah! He found some open space and turned on the Jets. They add on another score, and now that record so close to going to 8-1 on the season. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, fellas, here's a final update on a clash between top 15 teams. Hawaii came through with a lunch pail hard hat performance, and the end result is an eye-opening road victory. And I guess it's not so much that the Rainbow Warriors won, it's more how they won. Big implications today and a notable result as one team trends upward and the other has some work to do.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. They'll start this drive with a pass. And it's his 4th interception of the game. Looking for more room. Touchdown, Utes! What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score. They push out that lead a bit and draw much closer to a win here in Week 9.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. Wants to throw on 1st down. Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
These DBs going to give a little cushion. They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. Looking to the big tight end. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
This is my favorite time to be a defensive lineman, man. You get up big, late in the game, you know it's past. You're just teeing off on the quarterback. The defensive backs, they're bailing, playing those deep passes. It is hard to play offensive football in this situation.
Now facing a 3rd and long. They'll go to the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Mills. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on 3rd down.
Brings up 4th down.
On 4th down, going to the air. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
They get to him as he throws. Grabbed over the middle, it's Fisher. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10, 1st and goal from the 8. Some might have the philosophy to milk the clock. Others have this philosophy, just keep going at them.
Until you stop me. And I think the offense, you can tell, it's pretty clear. They're going to keep their foot on the gas, continuing to throw the football down the field, attack, make big plays like they have all game long.
He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again.
Running back looking for the end zone to the left. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long, or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he added the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead and they're trying to hold on to it. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Got his man downfield.
This offense has their work cut out for him, man, because the coverage has been so tight. If you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Gets it out quickly. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. To the air on first down. Makes the grab. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Auburn lines up quickly. Wants to throw it. Looking to scramble. He'll throw it. It's complete on the right side. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
I think we're about to find out if he's bold or reckless. Going for it, 4th and long from their own 41. Makes a catch, first down and maybe a lot more. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
First down for the offense.
Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
And, man, I tell you what, I just love his instincts. You can tell when the ball's being passed, he sees it, and he breaks on the football. That's why he's in the top 10 in interceptions this season. Just such a great feel in the passing game, and you got to be careful when you attack him.
Motion from the wide receiver. Going to swing it on second down. Time to take a shot. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. Taking it the other way. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive court.
Fires toward the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
14.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Complete to the right. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
That's a really, really good route by the receiver. It's called a corner route. Did a great job sticking his foot in the ground and running towards the sidelines and running right to that hole in the defense.
Making a play like that to open the drive can really get the momentum going. First down from the 43. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in the game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, fourth quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Still looking on the move. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
It's got to be frustrating to be this quarterback in this game, too. He just has never had confidence being able to step up in the pocket and deliver throws. When he gets flushed, they're still taking away all the throws down the field. It's just been one of those days.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Unloads to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete, and this ball game comes to a close. So after stumbling around a bit earlier this season, they put together 3 consecutive wins and seem to have